Welcome to AlphaCars and Royal Enfield Boston. My name is Ian. We've got Justin working the camera today. And this video is all about the new 2026 Royal Enfield Guerrilla 450. In front of me, we have the Brava blue color. We walk over to this bike, we have the smoke silver. And the last color is just over here, which is Playa black. So we've got all three colors of the Guerrilla 450 here at AlphaCars, and we even have a Playa black just to my left with the launch kit installed. Some awesome accessories giving the bike an ultra cool look, already more so than it is. It's already a really sweet looking bike. So in this video, we're gonna go over the features and specifications of these bikes, briefly talk about what's unique to them, let's say versus the Himalayan 450. A common question is, okay, it uses the same engine as the Himalayan 450. What else is different? Well, what else is the same? Well, we're gonna talk about that in this video. And keep in mind, we are one of the biggest Royal Enfield dealers in the country when it comes to inventory. We have a large selection of these bikes, so if you're looking to get a new Guerrilla 450, reach out to us, give us a call, send us an email, and we can even ship these bikes to you. So we've got plenty of customers, very happy customers that we just ship cars and bikes to, and they appreciate our attention to detail and passion for the product. So now with all that being said, let's get into the video. To start, I'm gonna mention this t-shirt I'm wearing, this Royal Enfield tee. If you want some Royal Enfield merch, check out our online store, shop.alphacars.com. We've got a wide selection of Royal Enfield merch. Also, we have some in-house designed Carhartt sweatshirts. We also sell parts for your motorcycles, especially the Royal Enfield bikes and the Ural motorcycles. We've got everything from just oil change kits, factory parts, to aftermarket parts, and some cool upgrades and accessories like we'll see later on that launch kit Guerrilla. So starting on this Brava blue, of course this color speaks for itself. So bright and inviting, really turning heads with the the rims there, the blue front rim and then the black rear rim, and they have the rear subframe, this metallic blue, the same as the accent on the tank in the stripes. I mean, I don't really have much more else to say about it. It's just really cool. I love seeing this come like this right on the showroom floor. So, props to Royal Enfield there. Let's talk about some of the sort of main big features on the Guerrilla. Starting out, we've got the Tripper dash. So we actually have a separate video talking about the features on the Tripper dashboard, how to set it up with your phone. It's really cool how it'll link in with Google Maps, and you can have full kind of like CarPlay, but on your motorcycle integration like that. So check out that video. It'll be linked in this one, but that's a major thing on some of the newer Royal Enfield bikes. Also, if Justin wants to come back with the camera, we also have a mode button where you can switch modes on the fly from eco to performance. And there's a USB-C charger here mounted on the bars. So if you want to keep your devices charged that you have on the bars, it's very easy to do so there. Also, all the LED lighting. So I'll flick the ignition on, and this has the same sort of rear light situation as the Himalayan. So it's got the tail light and brake light integrated with the blinkers. So it gives the bike a really unique design. And then around the front, once again, it's all LED headlight, low and high beam, and the daytime running light. And once again, these LED blinkers. And they have the clear lenses, which from sort of an enthusiast standpoint, I really like the clear lenses. And then it has the colored bulbs, gives the bike a really clean and attractive look. And now let's talk about a little bit how this is similar to the Himalayan and how it's not. So the Guerrilla has 17-inch wheels front and back, and the Himalayan has a 21-inch in the front and a 17-inch in the back, plus it has different profile tires, of them being kind of dual sport or off-road oriented tires, so that also plays into it a little bit. But the Guerrilla is going to be more nimble, it's going to accelerate a bit quicker. On the Guerrilla, they also have a different size rear sprocket to kind of play with the gearing a little bit, make it once again really quick off the line, fun to get through those first few gears. and the frame is a bit different. So the main part of the frame, it's a steel twin spar frame. It uses the engine as a stressed member. And the sort of main part of the frame, I believe it is the same as the Himalayan, but the rear subframe this is specific to the Guerrilla here. And the steering head angle is different as well. So this head tube here, this is at a different angle. Once again, it gives the Guerrilla a steeper rake angle, which is gonna make it kind of flick side to side, be more nimble, you know, good in the twisties, good around the city. So as far as if you're shopping between this and a Himalayan, in my opinion, they're kind of two different style bikes. This is gonna be, you know, really fun in the twisties, the tight roads around the city. The Himalayan, if you really wanna put some highway miles on a bike, also have off-road capability. The Himalayan's great for that with the awesome suspension and that bigger front wheel to get up over obstacles. That's what the Himalayan's more gonna be for, is maybe long touring, big highway trips, you know, off-roading. Not to say it can do city duty, it can definitely do everything, but just keep that in mind. If you want the more fun street bike, definitely get yourself a Guerrilla 450. It'll surprise you how this thing picks up. We will ride it later in the video, and it accelerates a lot faster than you would expect for the engine size. And now let's talk about that. Let's get into some of the, I guess, specifications. Let's move to the smoked silver to just get familiar with this colorway here. So about that engine, I've got my cheat sheet here. It's the same 452cc liquid cooled, you know, fuel injected single cylinder as the Himalayan, 39.5 horsepower, 29.5 foot-pounds of torque. It's got the 6-speed gearbox with a slip and assist clutch. Royal Enfield estimates around 70 miles to the gallon, and the fuel tank on the Guerrilla is a little smaller than the Himalayan, so that's a 2.9 gallon tank. But if you're getting around 70 miles to the gallon, you know, you're gonna have plenty of smiles between fuel stops. Also, these Guerrillas, they're lighter than the Himalayan. These are around 406 pounds wet, so that's full of, you know, brake fluid, full of oil, full of gas, or 90% full of gas, I believe Royal Enfield says. So these are, you know, pretty lightweight, especially for the size and the power they put out, and you know, they are lighter than the Himalayan, which adds to the acceleration and the fun on the street. We already covered they have got the 17-inch rims front and back. These have 6.5 inches of ground clearance, so you know, no problem getting over speed bumps and stuff. And now let's talk about the brakes a little bit. Let's move over to the final color. And these have standard ABS front and rear. The Guerrillas, they don't have any sort of traction control systems, which depending on the type of riding you're doing can be very fun. But like I said, these have ABS front and rear, which in my opinion is probably one of the most important and safe things you can have on a modern motorcycle. It'll save you if you hit a little patch of sand or it's wet and you got to get on the brakes hard. It'll save you where you'd least expect the ABS systems in the modern bikes. And these have 310 millimeter disc in the front with a dual piston caliper. We'll give Justin a second to get there and show us. And that is a floating rotor design. It is a drilled rotor as well. And at the back of the Guerrilla, there is a 270 millimeter disc back there with a single piston caliper. And these have a 30.7 inch seat height. So the seat height is very attainable. It's not, you know, super high or intimidating is the word I was looking for. You know, that'll allow most riders to be pretty comfortable on the Guerrilla, getting on and off them or coming to a stop, you know, at a stop sign or a stoplight or something. Let's briefly talk about our launch edition Guerrilla. So these parts will all be available independently, but I've got another little list here of the parts this comes with, and Justin is doing an awesome job with the camera, so he'll kind of show us some parts as I'm talking about them. But starting at the front here, we have this Halcyon black painted instrument cowl. So it adds a, you know, super cool cover just above the headlight there. And if Justin kind of wants to pan from this to the bike without it, you can really see the difference, what it looks like behind the instrument cluster. So it really just adds a cool kind of finished look, in my opinion there. And now coming back to the launch kit bike, just below we've got the headlight guard and we've got the bar end mirrors, which I think the bar end mirrors adds such a cool look. I really think to any street bike, but especially the Guerrilla. There's also this black bench seat. You can see it has the part of the Royal Enfield kind of logo in there. And this actually, this specific bench seat, this raises the seat height from 30.7 inches to 31.5 inches. So this specific black bench seat from Royal Enfield, if you're maybe a taller rider, you want a little bit more of a comfortable seat, or you know, just want the seat a bit higher, this would be a great option, so keep that in mind. And lastly, we've got three more things on this bike, sorry, I got ahead of myself. We've got the radiator guard, the silver radiator guard. Just below that, we've got the black compact engine guards. So unfortunately, if the bike was to tip over or something, you know, that's definitely gonna help with saving the engine cases there. And then there's also the silver sump guard, which adds more protection to your header pipe there, gives it a more rugged look, especially with the other guards on the bike. And you know, if there was something that came up on the road, you couldn't avoid it, it'll definitely help save you there. And while Justin's in that area, you can see the center stand. The Guerrillas come with the center stand as standard. A lot of modern motorcycles now, they don't come with center stands. You gotta pay hundreds of dollars for the part, pay the labor to install it. That's if they even offer one. A lot of modern bikes now, they don't even have an aftermarket option for one. And you can see with it on the center stand, I can spin the back wheel, so you can adjust your chain tension, clean your chain, lube the chain easily. You know, you could take a tire off the bike if you needed to do so. So it adds a lot of practicality and ease of servicing with that center stand. So now all that's left to do is, I believe, ride one of these bikes. I think I'm gonna choose the Brava Blue here. I think this one is gonna turn the most heads going by. So let's get it started up here. Starts right up. That fuel injection system, they've got it really dialed in so well, so there's no fiddling with a choke or worrying about different fuel quality or the elevation you're at or the temperature. Whenever you want to ride, you just start it up. And if Justin maybe wants to come around, let's get a little exhaust clip here. Of course, big 450 single cylinder. They do sound pretty nice. I have the microphone in my hand, so let's put it in a couple different spots and give it a couple revs. It's a really nice sounding bike, especially you get these on the open road. They've got an awesome intake noise. That's why I brought the mic towards sort of the front of the engine where the intakes are, just under me here. And now I'm gonna do some maneuvering. These bikes, they're super slick shifting. The ride-by-wire is so dialed in. And with these wide bars and this upright stance, you know, I've gotta be careful with the new tires on this bike. Of course, new tires on a motorcycle, they can be kind of oily. So I don't wanna lean it over too far here, but even so, it's so easy to get on and maneuver. Really, no matter what experience you have as a rider, you would enjoy this bike a lot. Whether, like I said, you're very experienced or you have little experience, there's fun to be had on this for all levels and really grow into this bike. And I'm 5'11", almost 6 feet, and you can see I've got two very flat feet on the ground with a bend in the knee, just to get an idea of how tall I am and what I look like on the bike. And now, thanks to movie magic, I've switched bikes. I'm on the Playa Black launch kit bike now. I figured it'd be cool to see this one go by with all the accessories on it. And what I'm gonna do is put the microphone on the camera and do some ride-bys, so then as you're viewing this, as you're hearing this, it'll be the same as if you saw one, you know, go by in person. So let's do it. Love the throttle response. Easy to find your gears, do a little rev matching, and very easy to maneuver. So I hope you enjoyed watching this video as much as I enjoyed riding this Guerrilla just now. If you are interested in one of these bikes, if Justin wants to show this showroom to my left, about a quarter or half of that big showroom is just full of brand new Royal Enfields that are built and ready to go. So keep that in mind. You know, reach out to us, give us a call, send us an email to the contact information you see in this video and that's in the description below. And you can get yourself one of the new Guerrilla 450s, or whether it be a Himalayan 450. Time to time we have some excellent value used models as well that are slightly used. People get into one, they trade up to the next, and then we can pass that savings on to the next owner. But this has been Ian and Justin behind the camera, reporting to you from our Boxborough location. If this video was helpful, if you learned something new about the Guerrilla, leave a like on the video. If you have any questions about this bike, questions or comments, leave it down below and we'll do our best to reply. And lastly, just make sure to subscribe so you keep supporting us. We like making these videos and you don't miss out when we do release new content.